Get ready for action because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the overwhelming favorite for NBA MVP in Sunday night's reveal. The Oklahoma City Thunder guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander celebrated his score against the Phoenix Suns during the second half of Game 4 in a first-round NBA playoffs basketball series. Monday, April 27, 2026, in Phoenix. We break down everything you need to know about this massive moment. Gilgeous-Alexander's modern impact compares to Nash's influence. Finally, we analyze the landscape for the Phoenix Suns and the path to a title. Saying the Suns will win a title with Devin Booker is the easy part, but we look at the reality of the Western Conference and what it takes for Phoenix to build a sustainable championship contender. Stay with us to find out what the future holds. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is firmly positioned as the overwhelming favorite for the NBA MVP award following his recent playoff performances. The Oklahoma City Thunder guard continued his strong showing in the first-round series against the Phoenix Suns, celebrating key scores with teammates during Game 4 on Monday, April 27, 2026, in Phoenix. Gilgeous-Alexander's impact has been consistent throughout the series. Earlier in the series, he shared celebratory moments with Jard McCain during the second half of Game 3 on Saturday, April 25, 2026, in Phoenix. Furthermore, his performance was evident in Game 2 of the second-round series against the Los Angeles Lakers on Thursday, May 7, 2026, in Oklahoma City, where he celebrated late in the second half. The narrative surrounding Gilgeous-Alexander's MVP candidacy mirrors past precedents. Last season, the announcement timeline saw him named the NBA MVP the day before the Oklahoma City Thunder played a home game in the Western Conference Finals, suggesting a potential recurrence of this pattern. The anticipation for the MVP announcement is high, with many observers expecting a similar timeline this year as the playoff series conclude. Oklahoma City Thunder guard Jalen Williams is reportedly healthy and ready to play in the Western Conference Finals against the San Antonio Spurs, despite a recent left hamstring strain. Williams had been sidelined since Game 2 of the first round against the Phoenix Suns, picking up a Grade 1 hamstring strain. However, the Thunder advanced undefeated, sweeping the Suns before defeating the LA Lakers in the second round to secure their spot in the Western Conference Finals. During his absence, teammate Ajay Mitchell stepped up significantly, averaging 22.5 points and 6 assists in the Lakers' sweep. Ahead of Game 1 against the Spurs, Williams was observed in Thunder practice, putting up shots, attempting off-the-dribble moves, and executing mid-range jumpers. Williams stated in a recent video that he feels healthy and that there has been no pressure to rush his return, citing the team's success without him in the postseason. He emphasized that the team's lead allowed him to take extra recovery days. Williams has been managing various injuries this season, including a wrist issue and 2 hamstring setbacks, having played 33 regular games with statistics including 17.1 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 5.5 assists per game. Head coach Mark Daigneault confirmed positive progress from the injury, stating that Williams is continuing to make progress and performing well. Williams is expected to be pivotal for the Thunder against the Spurs, particularly as the team prepares to contend with Victor Wembanyama. The Spurs have historically been dominant against OKC, winning 3 of their 4 matchups this season. Game 1 of the series is scheduled for Monday, May 18, in Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has secured back-to-back NBA MVP honors, joining Steve Nash in a rare feat, and marking a significant evolution in the NBA's offensive landscape. According to ESPN's Shams Charania, the Oklahoma City Thunder All-Star earned the award twice, making him the 14th player in league history to achieve consecutive MVP wins. Furthermore, Gilgeous-Alexander becomes the only Canadian to win back-to-back NBA MVP awards alongside Nash. This achievement draws a direct parallel to Steve Nash's transformative impact on the league 2 decades prior. Nash single-handedly reshaped the Phoenix Suns into the NBA's model for offense, emphasizing pace, floor spacing, and ball movement, defining the 7 seconds or less era. Gilgeous-Alexander is seen as the modern iteration of that influence. While Nash built an offense based on tempo and movement, Gilgeous-Alexander dominates through relentless control of the mid-range and paint, dissecting defenses to dictate possession by possession. Both players share a legacy of elevating their teams into contenders. Nash's style, once controversial, paved the way for the modern NBA, a reputation Gilgeous-Alexander now carries as a player whose value transcends highlight reels. The dual MVP wins also reflect a broader shift in Canadian basketball, positioning the nation as a premier talent pipeline. From Nash's influence in Phoenix to Gilgeous-Alexander's dominance in Oklahoma City, 2 generations of Canadian guards have fundamentally shaped the definition of NBA greatness. The Phoenix Suns' pursuit of a championship with Devin Booker remains a subject of debate, with some viewing the owner's statements as a guarantee. However, an analysis of the current landscape suggests the path to a title is far from immediate, pointing toward a necessary focus on organizational development and patience. While owner Matt Ishbia has emphasized the team's direction, the reality of the Western Conference is defined by established juggernauts like the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are currently dominating, and the San Antonio Spurs, who have shown significant potential. The postseason highlights the significant gap between the Suns and true contenders. The Thunder's dominant run and the Spurs' emergence demonstrate the caliber of talent and continuity required to compete at the highest level. The Suns, despite showing competitive flashes, are constrained by roster construction and a significant dead cap situation, making the immediate path to the finals narrow. The article argues that the current strategy, focusing on continuity, development, and progression, is the most realistic approach. While there are calls for drastic changes, the author suggests that the organization is in a critical foundation-building phase. The next season will serve as a crucial evaluation period for Devin Booker to see if he can elevate with the evolving roster and culture. Ultimately, achieving a championship will require time, patience, and a commitment to building a sustainable culture, mirroring the long-term success of teams like the Thunder and Spurs. The shift from operating in fast-forward mode to cultivating an identity is underway, even if it doesn't yield instant gratification. The challenge for the Suns is stabilizing the franchise rather than chasing shortcuts, recognizing that building a winning culture takes time and luck.